الذي رزقنا وخلقنا ورزقنا كل شيء. الحمد لله رب العالمين. يعني I am long. I just want to go through inshallah. So صلاة والسلام على رسول الله. بعد صلوات بعد صلوات على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. صلوات على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. الدرس الخامس والعشرون: المعرب والمبني. Okay. الأفعال المعربة والأفعال المبنية. Okay. What does that mean? The declinable and the indeclinable words, verbs. Okay, the general rule in that the verbs should be indeclinable and declinable. Verbs are except to the rule. Nunu naswati, which means or attached directly to the noun of confirmation, emphatic. In these two situations, the present verb is indeclinable. Let's now study each of the three types of verbs. Now, there are three verbs as we see, and they are indeclinable. Okay, nunu naswati. So al-fi'l al-madi. Okay, that is originally the past verb is indeclinable with fata on its end. Kataba, he wrote. Wasala, he arrived. Wasala, he arrived. Tahaddatha, he talked. Okay, if the past tense verb is ended with a vowel, we consider it indeclinable on a virtual supposed fata on its end. Rama, Dama, he invited. Well, we consider it indeclinable. So these are indeclinable as well as these. When the past verb is attached to a pronoun, it may be indeclinable on another sign according to the suffix pronoun as follows. Indeclinable on sukun when attached to the following pronouns. Indeclinable on sukun when attached to the following pronouns. Ta'ul fa'il, the ta of the door. Katabtu, okay, katabta, katabtu. I wrote. You wrote. You wrote. Katabti, katabtu, katabta. Okay, this one is katabti. She wrote. This has to be she wrote. So katabtum, they wrote. Katabtun, the ladies wrote. So feminine plural. So that is right there. Now of the first person, doers. Na'ul fa'ilin. Na'ul fa'ilin. Now we wrote. Katabna, the noun of the feminine third person plural. Nunun niswat. Nunun niswat. The third person. They feminine. They wrote. They wrote. Okay. And katabna. 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 Okay, katabna. If you say katabna, and katabna is we wrote. You have to pay attention to this because here it's alif, here is one, but it sounds almost like the same. It's only the sound. You can't notice. So indeclinable on dhamma when attached to wow of the plural masculine. Wow. They wrote katabna. Katabna. Okay, indeclinable. Okay. Al-jama'at katabu, they wrote. Not Jamaat. This is plural, so for masculine. Wow, al Jamaat. Okay, other category. Other than the above mentioned situations, the past verb should be indeclinable with a fata. Consider the following examples. Other than the above mentioned situations, the past verb should be indeclinable. So these are indeclinable. The fata. Okay, oh, except these with a fata. These are not. Okay. Originally, the past verb is indeclinable with a fata on its end, like kataba, wasala, tabata. In the past tense, verbs ended with vowel and considered indeclinable on a virtual suppose when a virtual on its end. Fata on its end. When the past verb is attached to a pronoun. Okay. Looks like something's missing maybe. Other than the above mentioned situations. Okay, so these are indeclinable. But the past verb should be indeclinable with a fata. So these are also indeclinable, right? That's what I'm seeing here. So so consider the following examples. هل كتبت الواجب يا مارون يا مارون هل كتبت الواجب يا مارون مارون I think is a name. So let's do this. This is saying, did you write did you do your homework or write your homework? Yeah, Maroon. So, have you written the homework, Marwan? Okay. والموظفون أكملوا العمل. The employees completed the work. الممرضات ساعدنا المرضى كثيرا. الممرضات these people the ممرضات ساعدنا they help the ladies ساعدنا these ممرضات ladies ساعدنا nurses these lady nurses المرضى كثيرا they're the big 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 okay nurses helped patients much. شرح المدرس الدرس الجديد. The teacher explained the new lesson. Okay. The imperative verb فعل الأمر will be detailed in lesson 40. Now I like to go fast forward and click on here. Although there is no time for this because it's too long. It's taking اوكي الدرس الأربعون بناء فعل الأمر. Okay, in declension of the imperative verb. Okay, anyway, my friends. Anyway, I like to go back. Okay. So, so here the imperative verb is always indeclinable. The imperative verb is to be addressed only to the second person. Anta, anti, antuma, antum, antun. See, you, you, you for ladies, like you ladies, you guys, you ladies, you boys, you ladies, antuma, 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 you all, antum, you all, antun, you ladies all. Think, antuma, antum, antun. The ending sign on which the imperative is indeclinable depends on the attached pronoun, which is suffixed to the verb as follows. If the imperative is addressed to anta, it will not be suffixed to a dual pronoun, so it will be indeclinable on sukun. Right. Aktub, iktub, iktub will not be anda, iktub. You right, you see? You right. Iktub. If the imperative is addressed to anti, you feminine, antuma, you both, or antuma is you both. Okay. Antum, you plural. Okay, you guys. You do the. It will be indeclinable on the elimination of the final non مبني مبني على اكتبي اكتبا اكتبوا حرف النون حرف النون. In the imperative, it is addressed. If the imperative is addressed to the feminine plural, أنتن, it will be declinable on the sukun. اكتب مبني على السكون. اكتبن اكتبن اكتبن. The wrote. The Arabic grammarians say that in order to memorize these signs of the indeclination of the imperative, you have to match them with the jism, jazm, jazm, jism. Okay, case of the present conjunction. Consider the following examples. يا محمد اكتب درسك. Okay, درسك, write your lesson. درسك, درسك. يا محمد اكتب درسك. يا فاطمة اكتبي درسك. يا طالبان اكتبا درسكما. يا طلاب اكتب درسكم. Write your lesson. All students. الفعل المضارع, the verb, the present verb. As a rule, the present verb is declinable. Exceptionally, it is indeclinable in two following situations. When it is attached to the noon of the feminine plural, noon naswat, when it is attached directly to the noun confirmation of confirmation, noon of confirmation, noon at tawkid, noon niswati and noon tawkid. Okay, what is the noun of feminine? We'll find out. Therefore, we will learn the declinable present verb first, and then its two indeclinable cases. The declension of the present verb, إعراب الفعل المضارع. The present verb is originally declinable. Its vowel ending is changeable according to its position in the sentence as follows. Okay. If it is now preceded by an executive, accusative, or gessive article, it will be in the indicative case. All these terms. حالة رفع. If it is preceded by an accusative article, أداة النصب as an to learn not, it will be in the accusative case. حالة النصب. In the present verb is preceded by a jussive article, أداة جزم such as لم, not لم, and ناحية حالة الجزم. So هل ستسكن في مصر؟ لا، لن أسكن في مصر، ولكن أريد أن أزورها فقط. No, I will not live in Egypt, but I just want to visit it. لا، لن أسكن في مصر، ولكن أريد أن أزورها فقط. أريد أن أزورها فقط. ولكن أريد أن أزورها فقط. Muhammad has now drunk the milk. Okay, the present verb is preceded by a jussive case, so it is in the jussive case signed with sukun on its end. لم يشرب محمد اللبن. Okay, لا تسحر كثيرا. Do not stay up long at night. لا تسحر كثيرا. Okay, wow, this is long. As you notice in the above mentioned examples, there are three cases for the present declinable verb: the indicative, nominative, the accusative, and the jussive case. For each case, there is a name, sign, vowel ending: the dhamma for the indicative, the fatha for the accusative, and the sukun for the jussive case. These al-jar, which is half. Oh no, that's nasb. The original signs should be replaced by secondary signs if the verb is attached to some pronouns, as detailed in lesson 34 or 37, named the 5 verbs. Consider the secondary signs in the following examples of the so-called 5: يشربان، تشربان، تشربين. Jussive case, accusative case, English meaning, Arabic verb and indicative case. Okay, أن يشربوا لم يشربوا. Okay, for the first one, we got يشربون. So أن يشربوا لم يشربوا. أن تشربوا لم تشربوا. تشربون. يشربان. أن يشربا لم يشربا. تشربا. Okay, تشربان. تشربان. أن تشربا لم تشربا. تشربين. أن تشربي أن تشربي لم تشرب لا تشربي. Okay, بنائي. In the above mentioned table, I noticed that the 5 verbs on these there are attached to the pronoun of the plural masculine. That's third. Person, the plural masculine, second. Okay, بناء الفعل المضارع. بناء الفعل in the deletion of the present verb. We learned earlier that the present verb is declinable in 2 situations. The first situation of the declinable present verb is when it is attached to the noun of the feminine plural, nun nasb. In this situation, the present verb will be declinable on the sequence regardless of the grammatical case of the preceding article. Consider the following examples: يكتبن 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 لن يكتب. No, okay, I'm gonna have to check this one. Okay.
لم تكتبن.
Oh, we get it. So it's read like that, huh? لم يكتبن. The reason I can't read that as na is because that looks like sukun, but it's something I did not know. It's like it looks like a small zero. So here I go. لم يكتبن تكتبن لن تكتبن لم تكتبن. Did not write. You will not write. لن يكتبن. Oh wow. You write تكتبنا. You write. You write. يكتبنا. They write. They will now write. لن يكتبنا. They did not write. Okay, this is awesome. You drink, you do a drink, you do a drink, you pour a drink, you pour a drink. يشربون تشربون يشربان تشربان يشربان تشربان تشربون. Okay, let me think. Speaking about تشربنا. Unit 2 توكيد. Now, the second situation in which the present verb is the comma is that when it is attached directly to the noun confirmation. Okay. سأزورنا صديقي. Tomorrow, inshallah, inshallah, tomorrow, I will visit my friends. I will visit my friends tomorrow. Okay. صديقي, my friend, tomorrow. Okay. لن أذهبن مع رفاقي سوء. مع رفاق السوء. لن أذهبن مع رفاق السوء. Now that question I don't know, but I'm pretty sure lan means will not. أذهبن went. أذهبن the ladies went. مع رفاق with rafaq is like rafaq is a word I don't understand. Rafaqa. Oh, friend. Rafaqa. Rafaq. Friend Sui with me or something like that. I will never go with bad companions. Oh, Rafaq is Sui. So Sui is Rafiq. Rafaq. Rafaq is probably a bad word. Sui. Rafaq is Sui. A bad friend. Friend bad. Okay. لا تحسبن الأمر سهلا. Do not think that the matter is so easy. لا تحسبن الأمر سهلا. Okay, mashallah. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.